Kiniro Mosaic is a set that I'm sure someone asked for. It is currently celebrating its 15-year anniversary, and to celebrate, Bushiroad is giving it its own booster set and trial deck. Now before we get started, here's some quick information about Kiniro Mosaic's 15th anniversary set. This set is releasing on November 14th. There are 100 total cards in the set and 123 parallel rares. The rarity distribution is on the screen right now. As for the parallel rares, there are 88 super rares, 12 triple rares, 10 SP cards, 5 SSP cards, 2 SEC cards, and 6 AGR cards. That is right, 6. In this video, we're going to talk about all the SPs, SSPs, SECs, and AGR cards. And super quick, because I don't know when I will ever bring this up, Kiniro Mosaic did have a special talk event hosted by Weiss Schwarz. When you went to the event, you get a special PR card. It was being held in the United Cinema Toyosu in Tokyo on August 31st. The tickets were 5,500 yen. At that event, they did showcase the AGR cards. On the screen right now are a bunch of photos from that event. So right now, we are going to talk about all of those high rarity cards. Here are the AGR cards. What is of note is that the Door AGR card features 2 characters, but it's only 1 signature. So with that, let's talk about the SEC cards. We're going to start off with the Alice first. She states memory. If you have 2 or more blonde characters in your memory, this card gains 1k power, and during this card's battle, you do not take damage from auto effects of your opponent. If you have 5 or more, this gains auto. When this card's battle opponent is reversed, you could pay 2, ditch 2, burn 3. And if you have 6 or more, increase the damage dealt by this card's climax combo +1. And climax combo. When this card attacks, if you have the choice climax in your climax area, burn 1. Or choose up to 1 Kiniro character in your clock, send it to the memory. The climax is a 1k1 and a choice when triggered, and it is the AGR card. It is a super solid card, and it's not super hard to send things to your memory. We don't have the full set out yet, but during this card's battle, you do not take damage from your opponent's effects. If you have 2 or more characters in your memory, it's really solid. And because this is the only set of Kiniro Mosaic and Weiss Schwarz, you're going to have to load up on all of those little blonde girls. Also, burn 1 or send to memory is pretty solid. And the last SEC card is this Shinobu. On play from hand, you could pay 1 top deck clock, search your deck for a level 1 or lower character, and then when this card is reversed, she's a level 0 clock bomb. So fairly standard searching Ricky, but with a nice added effect of also being a beater. All of the SSP cards are 15th anniversary. 15th anniversary Yuko. This card states that if all of your characters are Kiniro characters, this card gains 3k power in the following ability. On attack, top tick 2 cards from the top of your deck. Choose 1 card, put it on the top, send the other to the waiting room. So she's going to be 4k power base essentially, because everything is a Kiniro character. And on attack, choose what to trigger. Very nice. Here is Aya. If all of your characters are Kiniro characters, this card gains 1k power. And when this is sent from the stage to the waiting room, you could ditch a card, top check 4, add a copy of this card or a level 1 or higher card among them, add it to your hand, ditch the rest. Pretty solid, 2k5. And it's when it's sent from the stage to the waiting room, so you could easily squish it, or just run into something and then get sent to the waiting room. Then you could grab this exact card or a level 1 or higher character. Pretty damn solid. Here is Karen, and she does have a level 1 combo. During your turn, if you have 2 or more other characters, this card gains 4k power. So she's going to be at 6k5, and with the climax, which is the AGR card, she's going to be at 7k5 power. And climax combo. On attack, if you have the choice climax in play and you have another character, top check 3 cards from the top of your deck, choose a character or a certain event, which we currently do not have, add it to your hand, ditch the rest, and this card gains 1k power. Then if you have 2 or less cards in memory, choose up to 1 Kiniro character from your waiting room, send it to your memory. Do note, this card does have a soul trigger. And she's also a blonde character, so she is a legal target for your 3/2s. And with this climax combo, you're essentially getting your first effect off. So if you have 2, you will bump up to 3, and then this effect will not take place. Still, though, really damn good. Here is Honoka. She states that on play from hand, you can send 1 of your other characters from the stage to the waiting room, salvage a climax. And Alarm. If this card is in the top of your clock at the start of your climax phase, you could ditch a card. If you do, choose 1 of your opponent's level 1 or higher characters. Your opponent chooses 1 level X or lower character from their waiting room, and they swap them, where X is equal to the level of the character chosen by you, -1. Alarm, level downer. So Alarm, you ditch a card, level down. And on play from hand, pop 1 of your characters, salvage a climax. This is definitely a 1 or 2 of, mainly for the first effect, although the level downer is very solid. And the last SSP card is Kana. She states that at the start of your opponent's draw phase, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a level 1 or higher character, you bounce this card back into your hand. And act, pay 1, send it to the memory. Give a character 2k power for the turn. And if you have 2 or less memory, choose up to 2 2/1 Honoka in your waiting room, send them to the memory. And that card is this one right here. Unfortunately, Honoka is not a blonde character, which is what you need for the Alice. Although this does help with this Karen, but she's not in this episode. And here are some SP cards. Now we are currently missing 3, so this video is a lie. I will update everyone when we get those cards. Here is a 3/2 Kanan. When you play this card from your hand, you may choose one of your 2/1 Honokas and you may return it to your hand. If you do, you can play this card for 0 cost. On play, heal, and on attack, you could pay 2, ditch 3, burn 4. If the 4th card revealed is a climax, burn 4. Now the 2/1 Honokas are the same ones that you're gonna be sending to your memory, so you might want to keep a couple of those around before you actually send everything to your memory. Also, that burn effect is very funny. I do like it. It is very situational, but just because it's situational doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen. Case in point, that Idol Master combo where it's like you're at 3/6 and then you heal everything, believe it or not, has happened quite a bit. Here is Yuko, and this card does have a climax combo with one of the AGR cards. This card states that if you have 2 or more other Kirino characters, this card gains 1k5 power and the following ability. This card gains 2k power and character discard encore. So if you have 2 or more other characters, 8k5 with character discard encore. Pretty solid. And climax combo. On attack, if you have the AGR card in your climax area and you have another Kirino character, top check 2 cards from the top of your deck, return them in any order. And then this card gains the following ability. When this card's battle opponent is reversed, choose one character in your waiting room, add it to your hand. So it's essentially on reverse, salvage, and you get to choose what to trigger. And here's the 2/1 Honoka. This card states that for each of your character in your back row, this card gains 2k5 power. And climax combo, memory. If this card is in your memory and you are level 2 or higher, when the door climax is placed in your climax area, you may play this card to an empty slot. So the combo is, you play this card, send those cards to your memory, play the climax, call these onto the stage, hopefully they stay alive, and then play the 3/2 for free. It's a neat little change-like effect. Here is another climax combo, Aya. This card states that if you have 2 or more cards in your memory, this card gains 4k5 power and character discard encore. So she's going to be 11k with memory and 12k on climax because on attack, if you have the arch climax in play, and if you have 2 or more other characters, pay 1, ditch 1. Choose one card in your opponent's waiting room, shuffle it into the deck, burn 2, then heal 1. The climax is a 1k1 and an arch when triggered. And also, when you trigger this card, if you have 5 or less cards in hand, you may put the top card of your stock to your hand. Wow. Now, this is a very unique effect. You pay 1, ditch 1, shuffle 1 card from your opponent's waiting room into the deck, burn 2, and then you heal 1. So it's a nice offensive and defensive as well. And the trigger one is very interesting. There are a lot of cards in this set that let you choose what to trigger, so you definitely are able to force this out. Here is Karen. If you have 4 or more Kiniro characters, early play, and if you have another character, this gains 1k5 power, so she's going to be at 10k. And on play from hand, if you have 2 or more other characters, choose a character in your clock, send it to your memory. And here is Alice. When a climax is played in your climax area, reveal the top card of your deck. If that is a level 1 or higher character, give a character 1k1 and a soul. And she's a pay 1 tap self brainstorm. With each hit, top check 3, add a card. That's really nice. You're essentially able to soul rush your opponent. And if you play this in standby, it kind of fixes the less power, less soul. And here is Shinobu. During your turn, this card gains 4k power. So she's going to be at 6k5, and with climax, she's going to be at 7k5. And then when this card's battle opponent is reversed, if you have the bar climax in play, which is the AGR card, choose one of your characters in your waiting room, add it to your hand. Then if you have 2 or less cards in your memory, choose up to 1 Shinobu that we currently do not have in your waiting room, send it to the memory. And change at the start of your encore step. If this card is rested, choose that Shinobu from your memory and this card and swap him. The climax is a 1k1 and a bar when triggered. So it is a pseudo time machine, which if you don't know what that is, look it up. And there we go. Those are all of the SP cards that we currently have. Now, like I've mentioned, we are missing 3. I will be doing a quick update when we get those 3 cards. It's still quite a bit until this set is out, but let me know in the forums below, what do you think of these cards so far? I personally really dig it, and I have played against Decapo before, and it is really annoying, the whole memory mechanic, so now I have to deal with that again. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Weiss Schwarz news and content. Major shout out to all of my channel members scrolling up over here. It is with their support that I'm able to get some green tea and coffee. Thank you all again. Catch you all in the next one. Peace.